Y'all, what you gotta say? Who's on the video with MakeupShae? What it do? What's up? Welcome to MakeupShae. I'm your girl Shay, of course. But y'all, if this is your first time liking, commenting, sharing anything on my video, y'all.
Yo.
What's up?
Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure y'all let me know who y'all are down below and where you're from, because I'm very interested in knowing where everybody is that be watching my videos. So today's video is an in-depth, brutally honest review on the Morphe and Lisa Frank collection. I am only reviewing the palette today. I got my palette from Ulta, but I am going to be checking on the Morphe website for their reviews. So if this is anything that you are interested in, make sure you stay tuned, but don't go any further until you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and tap that bell so you can be notified every time your girl MakeupShae, that's me, upload a video. So you guys, I love you guys. Make sure you stay safe out here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now. Okay, so for today's video, we will be going over the swatches, the packaging, the reviews on the Morphe website, and my first impression of this 90s nostalgic palette. It's not really nostalgic palette, it's just because it's from Lisa Frank herself. Lisa Frank, y'all, everybody once in their life had collected something from Lisa Frank, okay? Whether it was a pencil pack, whether it was a notebook, some stickers, anything from Lisa Frank. If you was a little girl, that was something that you had somewhere, some type in your collection. So this to me is like a nostalgic 90s palette. Bring me back to the old days when I was a little girl. So this is also one of the discontinued palettes from Morphe. If y'all already or don't already know, this is actually the Morphe 35B palette, their old palette that they had discontinued a long time ago. But I'm so glad that they rechanged the packaging and put Lisa Frank on it. So, do y'all have the Morphe times Lisa Frank palette or the whole collection? If so, let me know down below what you think of the collection or which palette you have, because there are 3 different variations of the palette. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let's get into what I think of this collection, swatches, and all that jazz. So if this is something you're interested in, stay tuned. Okay, so for the packaging, I love the packaging. Lisa Frank all the way, 90s nostalgic feel to it. But if you didn't know, there are 3 variations to this palette. If I have the pictures of the 3 palettes, I will have it on the screen here somewhere. I will have it on the screen. The first palette is the unicorn palette, which is the one that I have right here. The second one is a little cub, a little rainbow tiger cub. So cute, so cute. But that one was sold out. And then the other one, which is the one I really wanted because it was just different and it stood out from all the other palettes in the collection, is the one with the 2 aliens riding a car in space, rainbows, and all that jazz. So like I said, I will have the picture on the screen. So which palette do you guys have? As you can see, I have the unicorn palette. So the only one that I see so far on my Morphe site that is available is the one that I have. So the tiger one, the alien one, is all gone, y'all. So for the rest of the collection, it has a 6-piece brush set, which is also decorated in rainbows, and it also has a makeup pouch with leopard print, cheetah print on it. I will have a picture of what the brush set looks like as well. And those are just 6-piece eye brush sets. And then the next thing that they have in the collection is a 5-piece beauty blender set. This is a big beauty blender set. They have like 2 beauty blenders that are big and then 3 that are little micro mini beauty blenders. But I will also have the picture on the screen as well. That one was sold out as well. So the only thing that's really available on the site of Morphe is the unicorn palette. Everything else is gone, sold out. You're gonna have to wait, sis. Okay, so I had to make sure I got this palette. And I like the packaging of the beauty blenders because it looks like a little gumball dispenser, just like it's a gumball, y'all. And I thought it was so cute. So anyway, that is what I think of the packaging, the whole collection. It is beautiful. So for the palette itself on the Morphe site, it is, let me see if they have a price. They do not have the price on the Morphe site, but because as I said, it was sold out for the other 2. Let me see if they have it in the unicorn one. The unicorn one is sold out as well, just now, that quick, sold out, y'all. Okay, so for the brush set, it is also sold out, and for the beauty blenders, they are also sold out. But if I do find prices anywhere else, Ulta, anywhere in general, I will put the links down below to where you can find it where they are not sold out. So you guys, the packaging is bomb as hell. It is cute as hell. It is bright. It is colorful. It is rainbow. It is all that we girls love when it comes to doing makeup. Just everything. It just inspires you to want to do something. So okay, so this is the packaging. I'm sorry that my background kind of matches. That was not planned, you guys. Okay, so this is what my packaging looks like for the Lisa Frank. Come on, show. Okay, so this is the front of the packaging, and right here it says 35B as well as Lisa's Frank logo, and on the back it has Lisa Frank's Instagram as well as her hashtag for Morphe, and it just tells you all the ingredients on the bottom and that it is a pressed pigment palette. So you can't really say it's an eyeshadow palette because some of them, I'm guessing, have pressed pigment in it. Inside it is wrapped in bubble wrap, which is good to help protect the palette and make sure you don't have any broken eyeshadows when they do go through the mail. So on the outside, the palette looks like this. I should have changed my background. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry, that was not planned. But this is the packaging on the outside. And on the back, it is the same thing. And it has Lisa Frank and Morphe's logo right here on the bottom. And you see this flap, it says 35B right here to let you know what palette it is. And then you could just open up this flap. And it had a protective sleeve on it. But this one does not have the names like most of the other Morphe new palettes have. And this is what the palette looks like, you guys. So it has Morphe Heart Lisa Frank right here. It has a rainbow heart mirror right here, which I think is super cute. And on the inside right here, it says color your world. It was a magical day when Morphe met the rainbows and whimsy of Lisa Frank's fantastic world, from bright bursts of blue to perfect pop of pink. Every shade of your imagination is in this palette. So let your most vibrant dreams come true. And one thing, y'all, I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm going to try to show you guys. But on the bottom right here, it says this notebook belongs to, underline with the blank space. So just like the old school notebooks was back in the day, when you had your notebook and it said this notebook belongs to, you put your name there. But I thought that was super cute touch, even though you probably can't write your name on there. Doesn't make no sense anyway, but it was the thought that counts. So actually, ooh, y'all, they do have the names on here. They have the names, you just can't see them because they're small and pink. But let me see if I can show you guys. Y'all see the names? Let me know if you guys can see the names. But they're there. They're in micro letters and they're pink. So these are what the colors look like, you guys. So yeah, let's get to swatching And as I swatch, I will let you guys know the names of the shadows as they are shown in the video. So let's get started. Okay, so for the reviews, for what people thought on the Morphe site, this has out of 5 stars, it is a 4.9 rating, which I think is bomb for a rating. And they have 65 ratings on here, 65 people who reviewed the palette. One person says, my daughter loves it. She loves the bright colors and the pigmentation. Another person says, I absolutely love this palette, not only because it's Lisa Frank, but the colors are everything. One says, my girl loves it. The other one says, first, can I say OMG, this palette is so pigmented. I can do several different makeup looks, zero fallout. What's not to love? Your best palette, IMO. Thank you again to Morphe. Let me see if they have any bad reviews. Let's see what the 2-star says. So the 2-star says, the pink color stains and did not come out or off until I washed my face multiple times. I haven't tried the other colors yet, just pink, and my eyelids are still faded pink after I shower. Okay, that's one color out of the whole palette. So it's always going to be at least one color. We all know that. That's not going to come up to par. The other one says, really pretty palette. Did have trouble blending some of the colors out and wish the metallics were more shimmery, but overall it is a pretty good palette. So those are basically the 1-star, the 2-star, the 3-star review, and I gave you 4 or 5 of the 5-star reviews. So now let's go on to the swatches, and then I will let you know what I think, my brutally honest, in-depth review of this palette. So stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so this is the first row that I did. This is Bianca or Blanca. The second one is Playtime Kittens. This light pink one is called Ballerina Bunnies. The fourth one is called Dashley. This green metallic shimmer is called Peekaboo. This dark green one is called Miss Galaxy. And this blue one right here is called Tikani. So this is what the first row looks like. And the only one I could say I had a problem with is the white one and this light pink one. Only because the light pink one is light, so it's hard to show up. And the white one, I did have to go over it 3 times just to get it to this brightness. But overall, all the other colors were perfect and very pigmented, and I did have little fallout, and I used my finger and no primer. So let's go on to the next row. Okay, so for the second row, this one is Princess Pearl. This one is Marky. This one is Persilla. This one is Rainbow Majesty. This one is Zoomer and Zorbit. This one is Prancing Unis. And this one is Angel Kitty. So out of my favorite one is this one, and this shimmery pink one. Look at it. Look at that. That's beautiful. So those are the colors in the second column. Y'all, I'm going by columns and not going by rows. So this is the second column. Okay, so for the third column, we have Rory. We have Balloon and Buddies. We have Rainbow Chaser. We have Lollipop. We have Dancing Dolphins. We have Violet and Velvet. And we have Spotty and Dotty. So Rory, Balloon Buddies, Rainbow Chaser, Lollipop, Dancing Dolphins, Violet and Velvet, and Spotty and Dotty. So that is the third column. Okay, so this is the fourth column. This gold shimmer shade is called Casey and Camus. Elephant John. Buzz. Puppy Love. Saturn Sunday. Sky. And Pander Painter. So the only two out of these that I had an issue with was this green one, which was Saturn Sunday, and this one, Sky. But these are the ones in the fourth column. Alright, and for the last row, this one is Sunflower. This one is Shasha and Shanti. This one is Hunter. This one is Roxy and Rolly. This one is Forest. This one is Hollywood Bear. And this one is Max Splash. So those are the colors for the last row. And the only thing I didn't get was this color right here, which is a shimmery shade. I don't know if it's a brown, I don't know if it's a purple, I don't know if it's a black purple or what, but that is that shade. So those are all the shades from the palette. So there you have it, you guys, all the swatches of the palette from Morphe and Lisa Frank. So the palette I had to research because it was not on the Morphe site, but the palette variations go for $30 a piece. The 6-piece brush set goes for $32 for the whole set, and it also comes with the makeup bag. And the 5-piece beauty blender set comes for $19. So my overall opinion of what I think of the palette, okay, so let me tell you, from swatching with my hands, I didn't use a brush, I just used my fingers and I applied it on my hairy ass orangutan arms. Okay, so the white one, as you already know, as I said, after I swatched it, was a little bit patchy and it was light, so I had to build it up at least 3 times so I can actually see, hey, this is a pure white shade. So that was pretty much everything with the lighter shades. You had to build it up because it was a little bit patchy or powdery, or it just didn't have that bang, that pigmentation that you're looking for with the eyeshadow. But as I said, it might be different if you have a primer, if you have an eyeshadow base, if you have, you know, the right brush. It might be totally different on your eyes than swatching it on your arm. So don't compare swatches on your arm. Worry about how it's going to look when you apply it with the brush. Okay, so Playtime Kitty, which is also light, as I said, and I also had to build that up. That was the shade like right after the white one, the light salmon pink shade. So the next one that I had an issue with was Angel Kitty. I felt like that one was going to stain, so like I would suggest using an eyeshadow base and eyeshadow primer for you to be able to have it on your lids but not stain your eyelids, because I did read a review where it said some of the colors were a little bit stained. Even after a couple of washes, it was still staining on the eyes. So ones that I think might stain is the Lollipop shade and the Violet and Velvet shade. That was that purple shade. And ones that were hard to swatch was Sky and Saturn Sunday. I'm sorry if I keep looking down. I just have all my notes like written right here on my notebook as I am saying them. So this is not rehearsed. Okay, so overall of the palette, I do love the palette. I do love the pigmentation. It is pigmented. Some of the shades will stain. That's why I think instead they said it was a pressed pigment palette and not an eyeshadow palette, because some of them will stain your eyes. So just make sure you have a good primer or a good base for your eyes so it won't stain. Overall, I love the packaging. As y'all know, it's give you that old school feel, make you feel a little bit young, getting hip and all that all that jazz. You make you feel like you in elementary school all over again. One thing I did have an issue with was the font size and the font colors, because as small as it is and as bright as it is still hard to see the names of the shades, and because it had that holographic background to it, it was a little bit hard. So I feel as though it should have a white font to it, white color font, so you can be able to see it a little bit better. And the last thing I have to say is the color placement. The color placement gave it a nice story. You don't have to look around the whole palette. Oh, I need a green, I need a green. There's a whole green, a whole row of green. There's a whole row of purple. There's a whole row of pink, orange, etc., etc. Another thing I would say is the black. The black shade is not as pigmented as you would want it to be. It ain't like the Soft Glam from the Nori from the Soft Glam ABH. That one is a black, okay? This one is not that black. It's black, but it ain't black. You're gonna have to build that one up as well. So, but I'm glad that they do have a black in that palette as well as a white. Overall, I think the palette is a go. Even though I swatched it with my fingers, I cannot base it on the swatches alone. I will have to apply it on my eyes and make a look, which will be coming up soon. So if you guys are interested, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I said comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. There will be more to come, so make sure you stay tuned. I love y'all. Be safe. Bye.
Make you take a bow. Cover what you used to